Hello everyone, I'm Sohnjee. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for checking me out. I definitely appreciate it. If you are returning to me, hey, how you doing? Thanks so much for your support. So let's get the business out of the way. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to my channel. I will definitely appreciate that very much. Also, something new to announce, I have an INSTANTGO. So for those of you who are iPad users or iPhone users, you can talk to me directly now by going to INSTANTGO and typing in Sohnjee. There, we can have some personal chats about your relationship, some lifestyle or life coach advising, as well as I can do your personal birth chart and analyze it for you. And I can also do relationship spreads, relationship charts, and even some mystical readings of your auras. So if you're interested in that, you can go on over to INSTANTGO. Again, that's for my iPad and iPhone users, and you can talk to me directly about what's going on with you. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Now let's get into the video. Stay tuned. Here we go. Hello, Sagittarius and my Sagittarius cross-watchers. Welcome to your video series. So first step, what makes you sun sign Sagittarius? Well, anyone born on November 23rd through December 21st is indeed fire sign Sagittarius. So let's get into some quick traits about the Sagittarius you're watching for. Now, Sagittarians are full of fire. They are passionate. They love to learn and teach, making them quite the conversationalist. Most Sagittarians are an absolute blast to hang out with. So if you're fortunate enough to have a Sagittarian in your life, well, you are in for quite a time. Now, Sagittarians are known to be the now type of person, as in most fire signs. They can be kind of impatient, but they are likely to prefer big picture rather than details. So the Sagittarian in your life is going to say, let's do it, go for it. And they're just going to go ahead and jump, not really paying attention to whether or not they're going to land safely or what exactly this jump might entail. Now, they are typically ambitious, optimistic, and enthusiastic people. They typically set lofty goals for themselves in life, although they sometimes will struggle to attain those goals. But that doesn't mean anything to Sagittarian. They're still going to tell you about those big dreams, and they have every intention of fulfilling them. Now, they can sometimes be seen as lazy and undisciplined, and too blunt and shallow by more emotionally intense signs. Again, Sagittarians are definitely big picture, surface kind of people initially. So for those sun signs that are perhaps a lot more into their head and thinkers, they may not get Sagittarius right off the bat, okay? Now, as I said, they're very, very passionate and bold people. And they're likely to be quite open about most topics, including sex. Yeah, Sagittarian doesn't see the point in pretending unless it's about something that makes them look better. But typically your Sagittarian is going to tell you exactly how it is, whether you want to know or not. They are likely to be very attractive and sexy people. There's something about the energy of a Sagittarian that just makes you feel ooh la la when you are around them. They have this incredible zest for life and their desire to learn more about it and you is highly attractive, right? Now, they're always up for a debate, and they have this enthusiastic optimism that makes any subject fun. So even when you're disagreeing with Sagittarius, you're still liking the conversation, because where they take you and how they think about things is often so very, very refreshing. Now, freedom is fundamental to a Sagittarian. They are the adventurers of the zodiac sign. They are the ones that want to go and explore. So being stuck in the house or sedentary for a Sagittarian typically isn't what they're looking for, okay? Therefore, they will dislike partners who are emotionally needy, too possessive, and somewhat of a homebody. Now, of course, there are other Sagittarians that doesn't fit that description at all. But remember, in this series, we are talking about general qualities. Of course, there are other things in your birth chart that make you a unique Sagittarian. So remember that. These are typical traits. So typically, your Sagittarian is very sexy, very outgoing, adventurous, enthusiastic, bold, and they definitely have tongues of fire. They are the sign that you don't ask what they think unless you really, truly want to know. So, how does this freedom-loving, fiery, adventurous sign pair with you? Stay tuned. I'll tell you how your sun sign pairs with fiery, fun-loving Sagittarius. Hello, Sagittarius with Aries. Welcome to your matchup. Now, Sagittarius with Aries is a great match, and you should find that the two of you have a lot in common. Now, you're both fire signs and therefore likely to keep each other on your toes. You're both very charismatic, and you will feed off of each other to the delight of those who get to watch the two of you in action, especially when you're sparring with each other. Now, it's likely that Aries will be more passionate and aggressive than Sagittarius. However, Sagittarius is flexible enough to deal with that about their Aries partner, and they won't take offense to it, and they don't have a problem with Aries' need to get their way and to lead most of the time. It's also quite common in a Sagittarius-Aries matchup that you both enjoy exercise and sports. Sagittarians are known to be quite athletic in nature, so the two of you will share that fondness for getting out there and doing different activities, and you'll likely find yourselves being somewhat competitive with each other while doing so. But of course, the two of you, because you will balance each other so well, won't take offense to the competitive edge each one of you shares. Now, you're both fire signs, so you will definitely have a worthy partner to deal with you and the heat that you bring, both mentally and physically. Now, Aries will definitely be drawn to Sagittarians' quest for adventure and their zest for learning. Aries will embrace this about their Sagittarian and even encourage it. And more likely than not, your Aries will take your desire and head on out to make sure that the two of you definitely accomplish it. Now, both of you being fire signs, things can definitely heat up because you both carry very strong opinions about the things that you are passionate about. Now, these arguments can definitely become intense, as Sagittarians are known to speak their mind and say what they think, not always thinking through what the consequences can be. This can be problematic for an Aries because Aries are known not to take criticism well at all. So, when Sagittarian spouts off with what they have to say, don't be surprised when Aries comes back at you full force like the ram they are. But that's okay because you two have worthy opponents in each other. And the beauty of it is that Sagittarians are pretty in tune with Aries and they know just how far to go before they relinquish and back off and let Aries have their way. At least most of the time. Just remember, Aries, don't you push it too far too often, because a Sagittarian, once they get started with that tongue of fire, they can definitely burn you up. But like I said, Sagittarians naturally are equipped with this built-in radar of just how far they can push their opponents. And they typically are good-natured about it, and so they ease off of it because most of the time, Sagittarians aren't that invested in it. They were just passionate about getting their point across. So, although things might get real tense real fast between an Sagittarius and an Aries, they should blow over rather quickly, as neither one of you are known to harbor grudges. So, take 10, cool off, and then come back and resume this pretty good matchup. Now, do these two fire signs heat up and burn themselves out short term, or do they have the potential to go the distance? Well, I'll tell you about that, seeing as Aries has a flirtatious nature and Sagittarians are ones that don't like to commit often. Do you two have what it takes? Join me on part 2, where we'll talk about that, and we'll also talk about some no-nos that should not happen in this relationship if you plan to make it work. See me on part 2 at www.sohnjee.com, or if you like more personal advice, see me on INSTANTGO through your iPad or iPhone, where you can ask me a direct question about your matchup. Until then, thanks for watching, and be sure to hit the like button and share your comments with me below if you are in a Sagittarian-Aries relationship. I'm sure you got some fantastic stories of when things got a little too hot between you fire signs. Until next time, thanks Sagittarius and Aries. I'll see you on part 2. Bye-bye.